youngest CWF World Heavyweight Champion at the age of 12. He was competing against grown men as a kid. I want to take you back before the days of CWF, and I want everyone to understand the story I'm telling. This is not professional wrestling. This is not amateur wrestling. This is not backyard wrestling. I am not a good guy. I am not a bad guy. I'm a scumbag to my core, and I know that. But the thing with Johnny Danger is this. Back before the days of CWF, Johnny Danger, the hero, the face of the company, the only face of the company, goes back to November 20th. I'll never forget that day. Nana told me, she said, count to 100 and you're going to meet your baby brother. And you know what? She was right. I counted to 100. We stepped foot in those hospital doors and I met you for the first time. And man, that was one of the greatest moments of my life, because I knew I had somebody that I would love, and they would love me for the rest of our lives. Fast forward some years, man, I was a big brother. I tortured him. I teased him. We loved each other at the end of the day. Mark and Amy's baby boy. And the big brother to come is me. That's right, you heard it here. No more G-Raider, Johnny Danger, John Danger, Danger. This is Gunner and Cullen's story. Fast forward to the time of CWF. We opened our doors in 2015. The 12-year-old boy that could becomes the first ever CWF heavyweight champion. I'm not going to lie, I made him wrestle against his own will. He was wrestling against grown men. You know what? He did it. And as we progress in the company, I want to take you back to a very specific time in the company, 2016. Rush to Hell pay-per-view. The Adrenaline Rush, consisting of me, myself, G-Raider, D-Mac, and we bring in a third member, the biggest face of the company, Johnny Danger. I told Cullen, I changed at that time. 2015, 2016, we opened our doors. My soul was lost. And I told him, outside of the wrestling, this is real life, don't be like me. But he begged, he begged, he begged. So we brought him into the Adrenaline Rush. Brought him in, and I told him, I said, Johnny, I see you come into this world as a good man. I don't want you to live your life as a bad man and someone that's made mistakes like me. So what I did was I turned on him and I kicked him out for his own good, because I didn't want him following in my footsteps. Bring the camera a little closer here. Johnny Danger was kicked out of the Rush because of me, because I didn't want him making the same mistakes that I did, because you're supposed to protect your brother at the end of the day, and that's what I was trying to do. I tried to turn him for the worse, and then I stopped it. I am an evil scumbag to my core. But I know the mistakes that I've made, and I don't claim to be a saint. I don't claim to be a good guy. I can say that I have learned from my mistakes, and I will continue to learn from them. But Johnny Danger, CWF 2.0, we bring it back after 6 years off. And I'm not going to lie, that time away heightened the evil inside of me. And you know what? I had an epiphany to where I want to go back to that hospital. I want to be reborn again and act like I seen my brother, and go back to the time that I was a baby, that I was good. So in the 2.0, we brought this show back and the band back together. I decided, you know what, I'm going to change some things. As you've seen the last couple of weeks, I've been a remorseful man. I don't claim to be a good man, but I've been a remorseful one. 2 shows ago, G Raider versus Johnny Danger. We have a best of 3 falls match, an absolute epic match. Brotherly showdown, 1-on-1, and all of a sudden, there go the lights. And all of a sudden, I'm laid out. Johnny Danger is now with Mike Sledge, who I was formerly with in Justice. And I know what Mike Sledge can do to people, because I know firsthand what we did to people. Johnny, you don't need to do this. But he did it. I told him, but he did it. So we have our match, and he just can't win the right way. I get laid out. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Danger beats me in a best of 3 falls match. Fast forward to last show. Me and TJ Brothers, for the first time ever, 1-on-1, number 1 contenders match. I'm not going to lie to you all. My passion at that point was done. I lose the match. I take off all my gear. I lay in the center of the ring, and G Raider was ready to hang him up. And out comes Johnny Danger, the one man, my brother, my blood brother, Amy and Mark's baby boy, my baby brother. I thought we were going to have a moment, maybe bury everything that happened in the past. You know he doesn't. He looks into that camera and takes me straight to the ground. I haven't slept since that moment, because everything in my head has just been boiling. And I was so mad and upset. And I'm going to tear him limb from limb. And I want that old G Raider and that gunner that's rotten to the core to come out again. But you know what? I tried to make amends. I tried to turn back the clock. Johnny, you with the creators of Annihilation, you with Mike Sledge, you chose that path. I tried to keep you off of it. You end my moment. So now, Johnny, Cullen, what I am going to do, for maybe the last time ever, is I want to challenge you to a brother versus brother, once and for all. No disqualification. Absolute barn burner of a CWF street fight. You want to take my moment away? You want to fall in the same path that I did and make the same mistakes? Okay, maybe I can't tell you the right way, but I can beat it out of you. Family is what I'm fighting for. And maybe at the end of our match, if you accept, on the 10-year anniversary of CWF, we've been doing this for 10 years, the 2.0, G Raider versus Johnny Danger, Gunner versus Cullen, CWF street fight. Either you show up or you don't, because I'm fighting for this. Maybe you don't want to anymore, but I will. And I will be watching. So Johnny, gear up, because you brought Big Brother to the fight. And Big Brother is going to take you out once and for all. Is this who I think it is? Oh, it is. Boo!
Go stand there. Don't you boo. Don't you boo.
The creators of Annihilation.
These guys fucking suck! Go! Shut up, you can't even count to 3.
Cut the music.
I'm not even sure if you count to 2, asshole.
Mike Sledge. Johnny Danger.
Over there, pile of shit. Can't
Mind your business, fans. Let the real men speak. Before we get started, I always like to point out of how big of a beast I am.
He is.
That I am the only member of this company that has ever been able to wear a championship belt around their waist. Therefore, I should have no more opponents. I should get every win. But I digress.
Go.
You see, I want to address our last show, myself versus DMAC 2. Do you remember how pissed DMAC was in that match?
Nope.
I mean, he came out like a bat out of hell. And I remember very distinctly, in years prior, our dumbass commentator, Mikey Brown, saying that it pissed off DMAC is the most dangerous, D-Mac. And I would venture to say that was the most pissed off we've ever seen D-Mac in our company's history.
Still wasn't enough.
Exactly. Thank you. It wasn't enough. He still went down. 1, 2, 3. Now, I know what you're going to say. But there was drama. Let me address that. I know nothing about that. All I know is I pinned that little bitch. 1, 2, 3. I got him up. This animal, John Danger, held him up. I told him exactly what he was, what I thought of him, and we ended it. And you see, I heard from a little birdie that D-Mac spent 2 months in a hospital after that vicious beatdown. Now, I know what you're thinking. This isn't a mental hospital that I'm talking about. This is a real hospital. Broken bones. I heard his ankle's a little jacked up. To be quite frank, I don't care. Like I told him at the end of that match, I'm done with that trailer trash loser.
What a pussy.
But what do I hear from our new GM? Do I know who it is? No, I actually word on the street. Did I have another match with this bitch at our 10-year anniversary show?
What a bitch.
I told him I was done with him. I beat him twice now. What more do I gotta prove? You see, I heard D-Mac was going around making threats to wrestlers, making threats to fans, making threats to management, and they all cower away because they're afraid of D-Mac. Because let's take it back. When we came back to this company, he ran through everybody. I mean, he beat everyone. No one touched him. What happens when you ran to Mike Sledge down?
Lost.
0-2. How many times did he lose, Colin? Can I hear it again?
He lost twice.
Twice.
Got his ass kicked, too.
Exactly. Because he's nothing to me. Now, D-Mac, you listen to me very carefully because you're like a cockroach. I can't get rid of you. No matter what I do, no matter how many times I beat you, you won't go anywhere. And I heard your comments, and I let them go, about how I'm a holy man. I'm a faith-driven man, as if that's some sort of insult. Well, let me tell you something. I think you need to go to church. I think you need to get on your knees, put your hands together, pray very hard, and give your soul to the Lord. Because your ass belongs to me. Now, make no mistake, if you show up at our 10-year anniversary show, I swear to God, Demon, I swear to God, I am going to hurt you. You are not going to be recognizable to anybody. Your wife, she might leave you because you won't be able to do anything for her. Your family, they're going to feel so bad for you, they're going to give you pity. But at the end of the day, they're going to leave you too. And all you're going to be left with are your injuries, your black and blue marks, your broken bones. D-Mac, I swear to God, if you show up for this belt one more time, it'll be the last thing you do.
He's not going to show. He's a bitch. He's not showing.
He is. You're right. Now, John Danger, take care of your business.
First off, I'm not going to say too much. I want to address G. Raider. Gunner. My whole life, everybody says, you gotta be more like Gunner. Your brother Gunner. This, that. I gotta do everything like him. You know what? Fuck that. I do me. I do one for myself. Because you know what? He did the opposite of everything I want to do. All he did ever since I was little, beat my ass, beat my ass, beat my ass. You want to know something though? I was a teenager and did that. Now, I'm a grown man. It's time to show how I've become the man of this company. With the GOAT himself, Mike Sledge. So G Raider, you want this match with me in a street fight? I accept. It's going to be your last day on planet Earth.
Because we are the creators of annihilation!